What's up, people? It's your boy Jatwa, and I am here today in Kerbal Space Program 2, talking ever so quietly because my two little girls are currently sleeping, and I swear it's like you're walking through a minefield. Anyhow, so the challenge for KSP2 today is to create a dragon. And they have some stretch goals if you want to, go into orbit and then go land on another planet. Um, I'm not going to do that because this weekend I am watching my girls while my wife works all weekend. So that's just not going to happen. I will spend that time playing with my daughters and do this while they are asleep. So this is my quick build of my dragon. And in the background, you're hearing a song just called Reign of Dragons that I did. Oh, geez, it's probably over 10 years ago now. Anyhow, if you're wondering what that song is, it's Reign of Dragons. And it sounds a little like this. I rather enjoy that song. But anyhow, the dragon idea is something that I think should be rather easy. Like, even if you wanted to take it into orbit, this is not an extremely difficult thing to do. I did an experiment with a shuttle design in KSP2 where I have some wings with an extreme dihedral on there, and it actually offsets the lift that is generated by having the wings, some really huge wings on the other side. So you can do an offset dihedral wing shuttle and you can counter all the lift rather easily. So, that in mind, if you want to do something like this design here, go for it. If you want this one, I could probably put it up on the Kerbal sharing website. I forgot the name of the site again, but it's a really simple name, and I'll remember it eventually. But I went with the red dragon because they said one of the challenges was to breathe fire, and the red dragon in AD&D is known for breathing fire. A lot of there, I think, are a few other dragons that breathe fire, but the red dragon is basically your known one. Now, in this current patch, even though performance gains have been significant, I have this really, really odd wing bug that they're already aware of, where the nodes for the procedural generation, those little white circles there, they don't go away. They keep generating, and the only way to get them to go away is to exit out of the VAB and come back in, and don't swing your cursor over the wings again as much as possible. So basically what I'll do is go in here and design a lot of my wing stuff, and once it gets really bad, I'll just exit out and come back in to the VAB. So if you're running into it like I am, that's all you really have to do for right now. But I was going on a design that I remember from an old AD&D game. So if you're wondering why my red dragon looks like this was an old AD&D game, and I can't remember if it was Secrets of the Silver Blades or something like that. It's been ages since I've played the game, so I honestly cannot remember anymore. But anyhow, if you do remember which one it was, I don't remember if it was Champions of Kryn. Was it Secrets of the Silver Blades, or was it one of those ones from back when graphics was a thing finally in video games, so you guys didn't have to worry about all this. But yeah, this design here with the spiked tail was one of my favorites. Now, I did not go with the S tail, like the zigzag tail, because in my brain, if your dragon is going for a full speed dive, they're going to straighten themselves out. So if you're going for absolute speed, you're going to straighten yourself out and go for that speed, and that straightening out, you're going to get the most aerodynamics out of it. So that is why I went with this design. My engines, I just went with four of these little Weasleys because they will give you at least, your TWR is going to be over one. And from there, it's really just about trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to do the wheels. And did I want to do the wheels, in like a dragon leg? Because some of these designs, your dragon arms are actually part of your wing. It's not like a T-Rex where you'll have little bitty arms in the front. A lot of the old designs is kind of, you did not have the actual arms in the front. They were built into the wings themselves. And then they would just have the legs and their neck and fire flames you carry on. But that was my thought. I'd rather go with that than have to design some arms and then try to figure out, okay, do I just want to pull them backwards, go forward? Do I really want to bother with the structural parts? Because those parts tend to make your craft fall apart. And that is not fun to deal with. So I'm trying not to use structural parts as much as possible until that's ironed out. So this little design here actually seems to work really, really well. So once it was all together, just a little something for my yaw control. Not too much because I wanted to flail just a little bit. And then it was actually time to take it out for a test run. So I do have a little dragon breath action group set up in there, but this is what it looks like all together. Comes on the runway, lifting off. I was going to do a VTOL, but I could not be bothered with balancing it out today. So here we go. A nice, easy lift off. You have a lot of wings, and your lift is really high, so it makes for a really stable dragon craft. But you see here's my dragon, and that's the flame. The flame of the version Mark 1 is really, really lame. And so that really bothered me. I already knew I had to take that back, fix that dragon breath, because I want it to look like, Skyrim dragons breathing flames, not a little duk duk flame. But the eyes, I really love the eyes on this one. I think I nailed the eyes. And the mouth looks great. I love it, absolutely love it. And everything just kind of worked out really well with this design. So, that being said, I really just had to fix the flames. So what I really wanted to do, just in case it didn't perform afterwards, I wanted to take it into the clouds. And in the clouds, I wanted to do some maneuvers. In the new game, in the current patch, I should say, of KSP2, the clouds currently look beautiful. Of course, my frames per second right now are just terrible. I won't lie. I'm getting about 16 frames per second because this craft is eating up my frames. I don't know what else I can do for right now, but it is what it is. Seems to be performing fairly well during recording, but look at this coming through the clouds. Dragonflight. Now, if we had some robotics in here, I could actually, have the wings moving. So right now, it looks like it's stuck in a permanent glide. So it's kind of like Skyrim dragons, how they glitch out. There you go. It's my Skyrim red dragon glitching out, ready to eat the world. Glitch-deween. But it's the Kraken-deween? I think Kraken-deween, that's a fairly good dragon name. Kraken-deween instead of Alduin. But here in the clouds, my red dragon looks rather fantastic. But of course, like I mentioned before, there is a problem. I do not like the flames. I need better flames. So I decided, let's take it back. Let's add some flames. And then I had another really funny and crazy idea of what to add into my dragon. So let's take a look at version 2. Here we go. Here's Mark II, and here is my sacrificial Kerbal. And that Kerbal is literally in a seat in the mouth of the dragon. It's hilarious. But there is the new flame. The new flame is way better. Look at that. That is the dart. That thing kicks out some serious fire. Of course, I can't do it but so many times because I don't have a ton of oxidizer here. But I love the way the flames kick out of the mouth. It looks very much more Skyrim. Now it's glitched out, has the fire. It can still do the roll. Super stable. And this is an awesome airplane dragon to fly. So yeah, here's another little shot of my poor Kerbal. I'm telling you, ever since they added the colors is one of my favorite things to play with in the crafts because you can add so much soul and flavor to your different designs. So if you want to go super stealth, and that's going to come into play a lot when multiplayer comes in, because we'll be able to finally stealth upon one another and sabotage each other's liftoffs. But it sounds like my little girls are starting to shuffle awake because, yeah, they've had their nice long naps. And so I must bring this to a hasty close. And here you go. This gives you a nice little view of this craft, the flames, and my beautiful red dragon flying off above the clouds of Kerbin. I think this is an amazing thing. I really wish they had something like birds or other, little critters or something around the world just to give it a little bit more life. Other Kerbals. I really was hoping for cities in Kerbin, on Kerbin at least. But I guess it is what it is. But for now, I'm gonna get on out of here. If you like what you see, hit that like button, drop me in the comment, let me know what you guys think. I hope to catch you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Just Juan, I'm out. Peace. Love that flame.